Right, hello and welcome to my video for Argon Crystal farming. I thought I'd record a video and we're doing this live while I'm actually doing it, so let's just go through some basics. So you want Argon Crystals and you want them fast. Now, you want to use a frame that has big range on an ability. Now, I use a Zaku Prime and I'm going to show you my... Now, you want enormous range, as big as you can make it, because we're going to be using his ultimate ability. Strength doesn't matter, duration, efficiency, they don't matter. Well, efficiency helps a bit to reduce the energy costs, but basically you want a lot of energy and a lot of range, and that's basically it. Zaku is fantastic, he's my favourite for this. Another frame that's good is Limbo, with a very similar setup, although... Yeah, this one. No, this one, sorry. Yeah, this one's got big range. That's wrong. I haven't touched this one for a long time since I started using Zaku for this. That should be something energy related, like energy siphon, sure. But basically, just try to make your range as big as possible. These are my two preferred frames. I'm sure there's others that could work, but I don't really remember which ones are good. But I like Zaku. He's great. So I want to make sure I'm on my range build. Next, to help make this easier, you want to make sure that on your pets you have... Why did I go into there? You have Resourceful Retriever, which gives you an 18% chance whenever you pick up a resource to double it, which is fantastic. There is also Loyal Retriever, which is only a 13% chance, but I think that one's easier to get. But you want Resourceful Retriever, basically. Animal Instinct is good. I need to upgrade that some more to max it out. But you want the Loot Radar, so you can see loot boxes on the map. You can use basically any pet for this. Another good pet is the Smeeta... No, that's the Adazra one. I don't know where my Smeeta is. Giles. This is the pet that used to have... the Resourceful Retriever as default, as one of its abilities, but they moved it so it could go on all pets. But what this one can also do is, it's from this ability Charm, it can also generate a rare resource from this buff every 27 seconds at a 40% chance, but it's one of like 4 or 5 different buffs it can do. Theoretically I should use this because it could give you an Argon Crystal every now and again, but I don't really bother. I just stick with the pet I usually use these days. So we'll equip them, and I think that's all we need. Oh, you also want a weapon that's just good at AoE. You don't need a high level weapon at all. We're only going to be fighting level 10 to 15 enemies, but anything that's big in AoE that you can just blast into a group and just kill them all is great. So like Tenet Galaxian I've got, or a Kuva Nucor is great, or any kind of explosive AoE weapon is perfect because you're not really going to be killing enemies, you're going to be running around a lot. So next step, head on over to the map. We're going to Void, which is over here on the map on the far left. Then we're going to Hepit, which is a capture mission, which is level 10 to 15 enemies. We're going to select that and we're going to load in. And as soon as we're loaded in, we're going to start running around. We can skip the cinematics, we don't need it. So, what you're going to do first to start with is immediately run through everything and go find the capture target, because getting rid of them is helpful. Now, any enemies on the way, blast them, because they will drop energy orbs that you need. I'm going a little bit slowly just so you can see what's going on, so you don't see my mad gameplay.
Target located. Bring them in.
There's the capture target, so we'll go murder him and capture. Now, I've got enough energy to use my my 4 ability, the Vast in Time, and you see the loot icons on the map, like are up in that orb there, and you see the ones that are in the orb there. Like, it doesn't need to be open for that, just coincidentally did it. But basically, Vast in Time will meet both those orbs. If you can see the icons on the map, it will break them, and it will break them even further than that. So you run around breaking things now we've got the capture, we can take a bit of time if we like. So I'm going to head towards the evac point, but every time I see a loot box icon on the map, I'm going to hit my 4 and it's going to break them. Sometimes the loot icon is left behind when there's some loot. You don't have to go pick those up, but it kind of helps. Well, it doesn't help at all actually, but if you want lots of spare resources while doing this, you can get them. I'm just diving through the enemies, blasting them pointlessly. There's another room with icons. We blew them up, we got some mods from that. The range was probably enough to hit some of these in here. This room is great because it has tons of things, so you go into the middle, you hit your ability, all the damage numbers are from all the boxes breaking.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
And what we're doing is we're just going through and breaking all the boxes until they hopefully drop Argon Crystals. So we're going to keep on zooming through. We're going to go check over here because this is not on the way to evac, but there might be some boxes around. There's not. So we're going to go back to evac. We're going to keep on travelling. Now also using things like resource doublers will help on this. The like drop chance boosters. Doublers are great because they will give you 2 Argon Crystals instead of 1 whenever you pick them up, and that can also stack on top of your pet buff. There's one now. You will always see an icon for an Argon Crystal on the map, or well on the game, pop up when you break a box that drops one. So never be worried about missing any, because one icon will always pop up when you break a box. There you go, we've got an Argon Crystal. My pet didn't double it, but hey, we've got it. Now, we want to keep on moving. There were some boxes over here in one of the hidden rooms, which I think is this one. No, that's where we came from. This is actually a very small layout I got this time, so we didn't get that many. But basically that's what you do. You just run around breaking boxes and then leaving. And you can do this very quickly. There's a lot of boxes in here, so we break this room. No Argon Crystals in here. That's okay. But we got one, so we're going to get out. And that was easy. We got one Argon Crystal. Very simply. Break boxes, kill anything in your way, and just move on. These weapons are just equipped pointlessly. So all you need is one big AoE weapon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more run. So I can just show this again and hopefully get a bigger layout. But yes, if you do want to spend some plat, I do recommend getting a drop chance booster because it will increase the chances. But the best one is actually double the amount of resources you get from pickups. These are fantastic because you will get 2 on every pickup, which is great. Alright, so I cut a wasted run out. We're going to go do this one, and hopefully this one's better and we get a bigger layout, and hopefully some more Argon Crystals. This method isn't 100%. Sometimes it works well, sometimes not so good. But I find it is the fastest and easiest way of getting Argon Crystals. There's one, we got one straight away from the start, so that's perfect. Ideal. Let's go zoom in. That's 9-10 sign star, I think. Yep. Where am I going? The wrong way. So yeah, just keep on zooming. I'm going to use my 2 just to grab a bunch of weapons so we can shoot everything around me. Going to blast all these boxes. Nothing there. Going to go down here, get the capture target. So that means we can take a bit of time exploring the map.
Capture them quickly before they escape.
I don't do the most thorough exploration of the map. I just kind of zoom through, break boxes to the evac, and then come back because it is so fast to do. Boxes in here. Break this. Didn't get any drops, sadly. Or Argon Crystals, I should say. Break boxes in this room. Nothing here. Let's keep going. Boxes there. Look, that's a closed door. I could go down that icon star. Actually, we're going to go there that way to evac anyway, so there might be some boxes over this way. Always worth kind of checking out. Yeah, lots of boxes in this room, so good chances, but no Argon Crystals. It's Cyan Star. That is unfortunate. Like I say, you can go
Stay
and pick up all
focused.
the resources.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
If you need them. Let's go. Break the boxes in this one. No, no crystal. Oh, I don't even know what's there. I could go down there probably. There might be some more boxes to break, but I'm not going to do that. Some room filled with boxes to break, but no luck. Let's see. There's some. Oh, before I break this. Oh, that's just a regular box. Alright, so not the best run. I only got one.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Just a regular box. Oh well, that was unfortunate. So we got one Argon Crystal
Another job well
in
executed.
3 of the 5 runs, which isn't too bad. So I'm going to stop there, and as I say, resource boosters, very helpful. Make sure to use those if you can afford the extra plat, because they will cut down on your times. But as I say, fast runs, only about 2 minutes each. You zoom through, maybe get an Argon Crystal, maybe don't. I genuinely find it's the most efficient way because they're easy to do. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.